Hey there, thinkers. Welcome back to another episode of Critical Hit. My name is S.
And my name is Ben, and today we got another rumor for you. So we talked about it about a week ago. We had a rumor about Kathleen Kennedy, and the rumor at the time was she was going to stay on as the CEO of Lucasfilms because no one else wanted the job.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we called BS at the time. We didn't believe it. You can go back and watch the video, of course. But now we got a new rumor, and we've heard a lot of rumors since then, but we've waited to be able to compile them now for you in a cohesive thought process to let you know what we think is going on. All right.
We got big news.
Yeah. So before we get into the article, I want to break down what we found out previously to this. So what do we know for sure? We know budgets are getting overinflated at all of Disney, but specifically Lucasfilm. I think the Acolyte budget just came out the other day. It was $50 million just for pre-production.
Projections.
Just for pre-production. I think they said on Andor it was $250 million to make that.
Gross.
It was a fantastic show if you haven't seen it. But anyways, I digress. The big thing was Indiana Jones 5 was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak. So we know it's going to be a massive flop, and because it's going to be a massive flop, Disney now knows, or thinks they know, how much they stand to lose. They want to know how much they spend. Now herein lies the problem. Originally the production was estimated to be about $300 million, then I saw about $325. Now I'm hearing it could be even higher, and like worryingly higher. And so obviously, when you have this much money being spent, a lot comes under scrutiny about why. What was it spent on? And so we had reshoots, for instance. We had delays. I mean, a lot of delays weren't necessarily her fault. Harrison Ford got hurt, for instance.
Yeah.
But reshoots. And they reshot a whole bunch of material.
Over $100 million of reshoots.
That we know about.
Like, that is so abundant and gross. Like, that's a whole entire story arc in, like, another movie.
Yeah, and now, I mean, Disney did make her do some reshoots, but a lot of the reshoots that were done, here's where the rumor comes in, says a lot of the reshoots that were done because the direction from the top wasn't clear enough. And so this comes from the board, and the board is saying the direction wasn't clear enough, so it's putting a leadership, obviously, over at CEO of Lucasfilm, Kathleen Kennedy, under scrutiny.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was, the board was like, hey, you know what, this is an Indiana Jones movie, and she was like, okay, Phoebe Waller-Bridge movie?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. She's going to punch him in the face. That's exactly what I want to see happen.
Yeah.
So besides that, Star Wars is also taking a step back. It used to be the big kind of go-to show on the Disney Plus platform. Not so much anymore. Mandalorian, obviously, Season 3 took a dip. Yeah. But Ahsoka's coming out. Looks pretty good. That's Jon Favreau's new project, of course. The Acolyte looking like it's going to have... Leslie Headley and Kathleen Kennedy's love child.
Ew.
I can't imagine. It's from what I hear, it's going to be pretty message intensive, and it's going to maybe deconstruct the Jedi and deconstruct the Sith. Maybe the Sith aren't so bad, maybe the Jedi aren't so good. Misunderstood bad guys.
Exactly.
Those are rumors. Those are rumors right now, but that's what I'm hearing. The message, it just sounds atrocious.
Bad people are people too.
Now, another rumor goes that Skeleton Crew, that's supposed to have some reshoots coming up this fall, if the strike ends, of course, those reshoots may come under, or are in jeopardy, let's say.
She was planning on actually reshooting 20% of the Skeleton Crew.
And yeah, so, I mean, she may get 10%, but who knows? I think the rumor we're going to go into in a second says maybe not, but the reshoots may be in jeopardy for that film, or show.
How much do you want to bet that her reshoots are actually, like, the story is complete and it's really good, but she just wants to put her woke rhetoric into it?
Force
like
is female.
20%. Yeah, there's 20% female force.
So anyways, that's what we knew prior to the article. Now we're going to get into the article and what this author, Joey Porer, I apologize if I butchered that, from Geeky Tyrant, has talked about. So what's going on with this Kathleen Kennedy investigation at Disney and Lucasfilm? Will she be fired? Article goes on. Over the past couple weeks, there have been rumors spreading regarding Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy and an investigation going on at Disney and Lucasfilm regarding her financials. There are also rumors that she has been fired. There have been rumors in the past about Kennedy being fired, but these recent reports might actually have some teeth to them. And yeah, so I mean, Kathleen Kennedy has been fired. It was trending on Twitter for a while. And this has happened in the past.
She's been trending on Twitter about, like, being fired for, like, over a year now.
Yeah, I think it was Fire KK was trending. But
yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's on and on and on. I think this is more of a wishful hope by fans at this point. But, it goes on from here. One source with a hit and miss reputation tweeted at the end of June, I'm hearing Kathleen Kennedy has now gone from Lucasfilms. I've also heard something to that effect, but I didn't want to share anything until I had some more information to work with. I didn't want to get ahead of myself, but it seems like something is definitely going on over at Lucasfilm in regard to Kennedy. And so that's obviously the author of the article speaking at this point, saying that he's compiled more, just like we did.
Yeah,
and
exactly. Just
hearing more and more of these, let's say, questionable rumors, or not so questionable rumors at this point about Kathleen Kennedy. As of right now, from what I understand, Kennedy has not been fired yet. I've heard that she's been put on paid leave, though, and that Disney has taken over her computer, and that their team is of investigators going through all of her emails as well as her financial records.
okay, I'm gonna be honest. If you didn't do something bad, they probably wouldn't have taken your computer and are looking desperately through your financial records.
I think they're looking for a reason to fire her right now. So it's going to get into the article why it thinks this is happening right here. I'll just read it before we talk about it here. So some people believe the reason Kennedy's financials are investigated is because she's been embezzling money from the studio, but that has not been confirmed. It could also be something else. The investigation is said to have been sparked by CEO Bob Iger and his inner circle. So do I think she's embezzling money? She has three other production companies.
I think she might have a shell company somewhere.
Well, she has one with her husband. She has two with her husband, one with Steven Spielberg, even for a different. Anyways, she's worth a couple $100 million. She makes $25 million a year. I don't know if she's embezzling money or not. Seems like a pretty short-sighted thing to do if she were doing it. That's just a rumor. We're going to say it because it's here. But overall, I think Disney is honestly just looking for a reason to fire her.
They have every reason to fire her.
Unless her contract states that it's due to poor performance, they can't fire her.
Oh my goodness.
Can you imagine?
Could you imagine, like, the amount of, like, she's destroyed every character that we've ever loved.
Well, all the Star Wars and Lucasfilm ones, for sure.
Well, the most important ones.
She destroyed the ones from their child. No big deal. You know, there's other ones. There's He-Man. Wait, Kevin Smith, what'd you do?
Yeah, I know, right?
Apparently, the investigation team is also looking at her emails of other employees and going through their computers trying to find additional information on Kennedy. These are just a few points of information, but from what people are saying, Kennedy may be removed as the president of Lucasfilm. It's definitely going to be interesting to see what happens in the next few months. None of this information has officially come out from the studio, so consider this all rumor for now. And yeah, that's all what this is, but the rumors are getting louder and prouder. And from what I understand, she's actually been ejected from the Lucasfilm HQ, the building. She's not allowed in there anymore. Pass has been revoked.
Yeah, like completely revoked.
And put on paid leave.
Yeah. Even her supporters, her loyalists, John and Dave, they fired all of them off of Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian, yeah, season 4. So, I mean, and there's no reason they would be allowed to do that unless they would have been emboldened, let's say, by someone of a higher power telling them they may be in a position to do so. Let's just put it that way.
Well, look right here, like, even the emails of other employees. Like, yikes. Don't get your employees involved as well.
Yeah, and Jon Favreau, for instance, I've heard that he actually might be offered a really high-end job, not the CEO of Lucasfilm, but a higher-end job. And I hope he takes it, because I think he's kind of the right guy to get through.
The cleanup crew, he's been, like, cleaning up everything, doing a great job.
But here's where the rumor gets kind of interesting, where this article doesn't go, and we're going to expand one last time on it. So we know Kathleen Kennedy's contract was renewed in November of 2021. It goes until the end of 2024.
Yes, which is actually, there's also going to be, her exit contract is going to be negotiated again in the third week of August.
So that's where the rumor is that now it looks like they're going to be negotiating an exit contract for third week of August. And from what I hear, what she wants are some pretty big things still. She wants, 2 executive producer credits on big studio productions out of Lucasfilms after this.
She also wants dinner events. Don't forget that.
She wants a whole bunch of stuff still, but this is a negotiation. From what I understand, the board wants this to be very cordial. They want it to happen before the end of her contract. And I don't know if that's 3 or 6 or 9 months. Can't tell you, but it looks like it's going to be happening soon. And I, for one, am incredibly excited to finally be rid of the person who's destroyed Lucasfilm.
Single-handedly. Well, maybe not. Like, it was a group effort.
I don't know. I mean, direction comes from the top. So, I mean, Bob Iger certainly didn't help, but she's the head of Lucasfilm. This was all her direction. And, I mean, you can argue Rian Johnson destroyed it with The Last Jedi, but really, she gave him permission to do it.
Yeah,
so,
she really did.
Anyways, exciting news. Kathleen Kennedy may be gone. We hate to wish someone lose their job, except if it's completely well-deserving. And who knows, maybe more people will get jobs because the property will build up. And then more people will be hired on because the property is doing so strong. So, what is that? Should I use a Star Trek reference? The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
Ooh.
Is that poor form? Maybe.
Yikes.
Maybe.
That's not very inclusive.
Well, what are you talking about? I just use different properties. That's like
exactly.
Anyways. But that's all I got. Do you have anything else?
No, I have nothing else to say. Let us know what you guys think in the comments, and if you guys like these articles that we review, or if you guys want to see any articles that we want to review at all. Let us know if you guys want us to cover them. We'll try to interact with everybody. Please write in the comments, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Yeah, if you like things like this, guys, just let us know. I'm happy to keep breaking down rumors. I'm happy to go over articles, or I'm happy to do more movie reviews. You're going to get it all anyways.
Absolutely.
But we'll see you in the next video.
Toodles.
Bye, guys.